Hello? Hello? I realized my stream counter did not crop correctly. That's funny. Hello. Hello. Sir Porygon. Hello, welcome, welcome. Hi hi. Hi hi. It's Friday. That means Friday stream. You know, the usual. Although, that might not become the usual anymore past this point, depending. I don't know. Cause there is, I don't know. I'll get into it more later, I guess. I don't know. But anyway, hi. Welcome to the stream. We're going to be modeling a new fake mon today. As you probably guessed, it is going to be the evolution of Fluffrost. And it's going to be, honestly, it's gonna be weird to break down the model, honestly. I don't know. I haven't really like sorted out a plan on how I'm going to do it yet. Because there's one part of him that is very complicated looking. And I have like a vision in my head for how I want it to look, but I have no idea if I'm going to actually be able to make it look good, you know? But without any further ado, I suppose we will just get right into it, I guess. Whoop. Whoop. Here he is, by the way. Whoop, this is the mon we're gonna be modeling today. This is what Fluffrost turns into. Kinda... I'm not gonna lie to you, I drew him and I'm like, this looks like Volcarona. Except he's an ice type, which is cool. Get it? But this bottom icicle is going to be a problem. I can already tell. It's going to cause issues. And I'm not entirely sure how I'm going to deal with that yet. It's so peak. Thank you, thank you. I drew this in a sketchbook one day, and then I'm like, this looks good for an evolution. And then I translated it over to digital. And then I made the official art for it, or like the key art, or whatever you call this. And I'm like, you know what? I like how this turned out. I completely fluked it. And I drew him like really imposing, even though like he's not really meant to be that imposing, and I think it's funny. But today, while we're making stuff, I guess, whoop. While we're making stuff today, I kind of want to get into plans that I have for my stream schedule going forward, but I want to kind of wait until there are more people to hear it, because if I'm just talking to nobody, then no one's gonna get the news, you know? And then it's gonna kind of be pointless. I guess that's a good size for his head. Because he's not going to be super big. He's going to be like, maybe a little. Fox just redeemed hydrate. Hi Yuna, how are you? Hi, I will hydrate here. It's probably not going to pick up on the mic, but I am drinking water right now. Good, how about you? I'm doing great. Aside from the fact that I am currently freezing to death. I'm like wrapped up in a blanket over here. Other than that, I am doing well. And I'm excited because I have things that I actually want to talk about. Is it that cold? I think it's just because I left a fan running overnight for just like white noise, and then I forgot to turn it off. So now my room is like colder than it should be. But it's okay. Hopefully all of the things running for stream will heat up my computer enough. Ow. To where it will not be cold anymore. Alright. For this guy's eyes, I'm gonna do the same thing that I did with Fluff Rust. Excuse me. Kind of like that. And then we center the pivots and we rotate them. Like that. Like that. There we go. Then, of course, we can't forget the little thing on top of his head. I am going to make it a little bigger, though. Boop. I think. Like that. That's like the basic shape, right? Maybe I can also do this, because it's like this. Boop. Somehow that made it look way bigger than it is. Okay. Sorry, ignore that. What does it look like if I do this? Well, it's rotated. I'll sleep a bit because one of my eyes hurts. Uh-oh. Do you have a migraine? I hope not. That would suck. Okay, somehow this isn't centered at all. Yeah, this PC too long. Oh no. Dude, I hate migraines so much. They're the worst. I used to get them like all the time. Before I still get them sometimes. Like, I'm not immune now. But I get for some reason, the main thing that gives me migraines now is when I eat white chocolate. Like, if I eat white chocolate, I am like guaranteed to get a migraine like an hour later. Somehow this still doesn't look centered to me. Is this centered, chat? Yeah. It's such a annoying thing to have. I hope you feel better though. Make sure you're make sure you are getting plenty of shade and whatnot. What if I do this? Not that. This. Yep. Yep. You know how it is. You know how it is. How does this look? Honestly? And then what if I dupe this and then I do kind of like the I don't really know how I feel about the whole, because what if I just do this instead? Hmm. Better idea. Check this out. Boom. Boom. Eh? And then I dupe it, and then I do this. Whoop. Like that. I don't know if this is gonna work. uh Whoop, whoop, whoop. Um, what if I do this instead? What if I just make? Oh, that's an idea. Hold on. Y'all have no idea what I'm thinking about doing. By the way, I'm just like talking to myself basically. Boop boop. What if I make the icicle like this? And then kind of boop, 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 boop. I did not do that right. And then we do something like this. I don't know. Is this the... What game is this song from? Because I know what song this is, but I don't recognize its arrangement. Huh? Okay, whatever. I don't know. And then we can make his little scarf by doing this. Dupe. Dupe. What is happening? Hello? Resize. There we go. And then one more. Whoop. There's his scarf. He looks... Something about him is off. But I can't tell what. I think it's the fact that his, like, icicle is too tiny. Dude. Okay, that's not right. What if I reset this to 0? You can kind of see why I'm like, yeah, this icicle is going to give me issues. What if I did something like this? No. Chat, I'm stumped for this. We're just gonna do this for now, just to get its kind of shape there. Boop, 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 boop. Like that. And we're just gonna tap it off like this. There we go. That'll work for now. He looks like an ice cream cone. Which makes sense. Next we can do the ears, I guess. Boop. Doop. Put here. Doop. Here. 0.1. I'm not gonna go as crazy with the ears this time, solely because he has more of them and they're smaller anyway. Dupe like that. Dupe like that. There we go. Okay. This works so far, I think. I want to see Fluffrost. Okay, Fluffrost is like tiny compared to this, so we should be fine. I just realized I don't have Discord muted. Oh. How do I, boop, boop, boop. Can I turn on streamer mode somehow? Sorry, ignore this. Like... There we go. Okay. Streamer mode is back on. We don't gotta worry about that anymore. And then, of course, we can't forget the spinner in the back. Boop. Rotate 45 like that. Okay. How do I want to do this? Boop. Boop. I think I want to make this bigger because I want the like actual blades to be bigger. Yeah, excuse me. Like that. And then I think I'm just going to make the left and right parts first, and then from there we can kind of boop boop boop. From there we can just like edit them to be the other bits. Dupe. Like that, and then like this. Yeah, I think that works. Boop, 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 boop. Scraff, okay. Scarf. That's left. Scarf. Back. I spelled it wrong again. Alright. Wow, I cannot spell it all today. Icicle 2. Icicle 3. Aloha and hello. Hello, Circe? Is that how you say that? Welcome to the stream. How are you? How are you? Circe. Okay. I was close. But, hi, welcome in, Circe. How are you? Welcome to the stream. Little Abe, such is life. Well, that's good. I'm glad you're doing good, little A. I myself am doing very well. Aside from the fact that I'm very cold. This is back ear left 1. Ear right. Keep trying to learn Blockbench, but I can't wrap my head around 3D spaces. You'll get it eventually. I believe. All it takes is a little bit of persistence, and once you get it down, the only thing you can do is improve from there, right? Ear left 2. Back ear left 2. Ear right 2. Pixel artist that's trying to branch out. Ooh, in terms of skill set. That's neat. That's neat. I will say, before I did Blockbench, I also... I wouldn't say I was a pixel artist, but I did pixel art of things. You know? Like, I did pixel art for, like custom Pokemon in the style of, like, the original, like, Red and Blue games, you know? I kinda liked the limited color palettes and the, that's how you learned? Ooh, neat. But yeah, I really liked the limited color palettes, and I liked how you could kind of get a little weird with it in like the Gen 1 like art style. So that's how I started doing that. And then it's like, wait, there's a mod where I can put them, like I can like kind of make these mods real. So now I'm making them in Cobblemon. Because I don't know how to code. Let's see. Wing right 2. Wing right 3. 3? Alright. And then I'm just gonna group these right now. Boop. That's not what I want. Right now you kind of locked your current project into a style. Rules state not to advertise. I'm here to make slippery slip type deal. No, I'm fine with you talking about your own projects. Like, a lot of people come in here and what they do is they would like either put my stream on in the background, or they'd like be here and chat while they also work on like their own stuff, right? And I like to see, like, I don't know, I think it's a very cool dynamic. How like we're all just kind of like in a community like dev session, you know? How's that look from the front? Ooh, I like this actually. This looks very nice. You're working on a card game, and art is a major part of the language, like how icons can be inter. Ah, I see what you mean. That is cool. Card game. You know what? I think card game development is underrated because there are so many things that people don't think about that's just like just all of the little details because they I don't know. The more you think about like popular card games, the more you come to appreciate like wow. There's like a lot of stuff going on. You've been working on yours for almost 15 years? That's insane. Holy crap. You don't want to stumble like... I assume that's Yu-Gi-Oh! Or YGO. I don't know what YG... Is that Yu-Gi-Oh? Yeah, okay. I thought so. I just didn't want to look like an idiot. Okay, you know what, actually? It's funny you only idiots are those who refuse to learn. That's, you know what? I appreciate that. I forget what I was gonna say. Oh yeah, you know what? Okay. It's funny that you're developing a card game though, because I like yesterday I found that clip of I think it was okay. Are you familiar with the name? Does the name Catalika mean anything to you? Because I found that rabbit hole like literally yesterday. So I think it's very it's kind of amusing to me. I don't know why. Not knowingly, no. Okay. So basically, if I recall correctly, Catalika is this like strategy game, kind of like it was supposed to be like a strategy game where it's kind of like a combination of like Catan and like maybe like the Game of Life and like a couple other like games like that, where you're like exploring space and like colonizing space, right? However, the entire project ended up falling to pieces because the developer who started it on Kickstarter, by the way, and so it's helped by the fact that the entire like lore of this is just like in the form of Kickstarter updates, which I think makes it better. Where like in the middle of development, like the developer just like developed several symptoms of schizophrenia and just went completely insane while developing this project and ended up just like I don't know. It's hard to just do it justice in like it's hard to do it justice. But they were like claiming that like the sun was speaking to them and like guiding them to make the game, and like you can't include this feature in your game because it would tell humanity too much about the universe and like stuff like that. I don't know. Almost 1 hour 45 minutes on the PC. 1 hour 45 minutes, that's rookie numbers. Unless you're like trying to actually be a functional human, which I appreciate, which I respect. I respect that. trying to limit to 4 to 6 hours. You have more self-control than I do. I'll tell you that much. All right, how am I going to do his little stupid spike like here? That is the question of the hour. Let's see. And also, I want to make this a little bigger. Can I show the tagline for the card game without saying, tagline for the card game without saying what it actually is about to get how you feel about the unexplained premise? Sure. I would love to. Go right ahead. What if I did... Ooh, actually... If I did this... Hello, hi Crimson, how are you? Name a player-driven card game where your ideas come to life. Ooh. It seems like a very like it feels like, I don't know. It's giving vibes of there's a lot of like creative input where like I don't know, where your ideas come to life, where we like I guess maybe the rules are a little open-ended, where you can like what the player decides kind of dictates how the game is played, maybe? My brain immediately, for some reason, immediately jumps to the Minecraft board game where like you build like different things and like depending on what you build, it like opens up different opportunities for you to like progress. I don't know. It seems interesting. A bit more literal, a bit less. Sorry it took me so long to show up. I was watching the next episode of Digital Circus. That's okay, Krim. What matters is that you're here now. And we're designing this guy, which honestly, I'm a big fan of how it's coming together so far. I'm still struggling a little bit on this icicle though. What if I do this? Looks cool. Thank you. This is what Fluff Rust turns into. Is it what you were expecting? Also, please give me all the luck you have. I'm currently shiny hunting Ho-Oh. It's been like 100 resets. I will give you... I'm gonna project all of the luck that I had when I hunted for my shiny Tepig in Black 2. It took me 3,000 resets and just over 50 hours. There you go. I just realized I spelled icicle wrong. Also pronouns. I'm a dude. I'm he, him. It just, you might get mistaken, so thank you for asking. Sorry, how many? I used a tracker. It took just over 50 hours of active hunting. What about you, Shirsi? So I don't get canceled. She, her. Okay, gotcha. Gotcha. Boop, 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 boop. What if I do this? Ooh, wait. Hi, Press, though. Hold on. Hello, Ogre Pond. Alright. Alright, YouTube man. I don't even know what that name is. Thinking of ways to continue that conversation without sounding like an advertisement is difficult. That's okay. What I mean by no advertising is basically just like just like the big stuff, like don't link your web. Like, I'd love to hear all about like stuff that you're working on, right? It's just like if somebody comes in the chat and it's just like, hey, check out this thing I'm working on, this paid product, and then they just like start linking like Steam pages to like their games and stuff. Yeah, exactly. like I've with permission, of course, I've like shown like some chatter's works on stream before. Yeah. Okay. This guy on YouTube's gotta go. I'm sorry. This is like okay. Can you explain what you mean by player driven? Yeah, of course. Yeah, Krim, I was literally talking about exactly your stuff, because you also make custom Pokemon. Alright, can I be honest? I don't like this. Dude. Alright. Alright. Here's what I'm gonna do. Also, Crimson, I don't know if I asked already, but how are you? So the idea behind how I want it to present to others is I want people to make their own cards and content, where I and designated others make the pre-constructed format that helps guide people on what is balanced and okay to do. Oh! Excuse me. So it's like kind of like D&D in the way where you like design your own character based on like the rules in like the D&D handbook or whatever. Mentally tired because like shiny hunting. Yeah, it does do that to you, doesn't it, huh? I think I am gonna go with my original idea for this. Whoop, where I make this a little bigger. That, like, you give out the tools to make cards, the basic assets for free, and have a few, not many guidelines. That's actually super neat. So is it like a... Does that make it like a digital card game then? Or do you like... Or do like people... like create the cards and then like send them into you, and then they get, has to be digital and 200%. Oh, interesting. I'm gonna go ahead and group this. Sorry, you're good. You're good. Am I gonna be honest though? I forgot what I said already. Um. Uh. uh, 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 um. Chat. What was I saying? What was I saying? It's just I literally don't remember. There's some basic mechanics that are immutable though. So like, yeah. It does, the way you're describing it, it very much reminds me of D&D, how it's just like, oh, here's the basic handbook. Make your character, give them whatever lore you want. Species, class. It was originally inspired by D&D, yes. Ah, okay, that makes sense. It's piecing together in my brain. Group elements. Boop. 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 The core mechanics that it is named after, though, is a whole thing. Ah, interesting. Not entirely sure. I don't know. I feel like I'd have to know more about, like, how the game is actually played. It actually rewards you for overextending and playing your way. Ah. Hey, hi Jotro, how are you? How are you? Welcome in. I'm okay, what about you? Wait, you're not tired today? Holy crap. I'm doing okay, I'm just very cold. That's like the main thing that I'm experiencing right now. Do 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 do. Whoop. Ah. Doop. Okay, let's hope that I did this correctly. Excuse me. Okay, I think I did that. That make you feel not so cold anymore. I don't. Okay. I got my blanket. I'm tired, but that's part of the okay. Okay, gotcha. I got my blanket. Although that is tempting, but I have my blanket. The game plays basically by playing a variety of different card types, rewarding for you for doing so, shuffling between card types, and RPing based on the hands dealt and cards you've made. Oh. So your blanket is better than me? No, it's just that I already have the blanket. By the way, is Krim around? Yeah, Krim's here. I don't want to dig myself into another hole, so I'm just going to pretend like... I don't know. No, listen. Kind of like how in anime card games you do soft role playing like your own thing. Oh, so it's like, I summon this card in attack position. And I summon this card in the, I build my own homestead. Neon, you don't want JoJo. Okay. Pretty much. That is cool. Also, Krim, forgive me for politely refuting the advances of a chat member. No, when I put it like that though, it sounds bad. Lord. People have gotten engaged with it, have found it really fun, but difficult. Oh, okay. Difficult in like a understanding it way, or difficult as in a it's hard to win game? Yeah, I know, Grim. I'm going to hide all the icicles because there's a trick that I want to do. Whoop. I'm gonna show this one, but hide this. Difficult in a... I want to make my own cards, but it's extremely difficult and involved. Oh, okay. You do have pre-constructed decks, though. Okay. Honestly, this whole time, I'm just like... This whole time, I'm just sitting here, you're describing it, and I'm just like, I kind of want to see what this is all about. I kind of want to, you know? I'm like when do I get to play, you know? I can compile some pictures to give a visual without gameplay? Sure. And then if you don't want me to show it on stream, that's fine. I can just look at it on my like, you know. I don't like this. Hold on. Boop, boop. Boop, boop. One hour, 57 minutes. What does that mean? 2 hours left before I call it. Oh, okay. That's what that means. Gotcha. Okay. Doop 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 doop. Icicle 3 would be here. Okay, this should be fine if I just cap it off like this. So I gotta do some stuff, and you can link in the chat? Sure. That way if other people are curious what Shirsi's doing, they can check it out too, because it does sound really cool. Alright. So now, it'll look like this, kind of? Ooh, I like that. Okay. So chat, what I'm doing here is actually a trick that you can do with Blockbench. Where you can kind of like you can kind of give like a shape, like a 2D shell of like 2D textures like this, right? And then if you only texture the inside of these like flat yellow bits, they'll be invisible from the outside, so you'll be able to see into it, kind of like in the front here. And it'll create a really cool effect of like, kind of like where the middle of his icicle is darker, you know? And it won't show up like that in Blockbench, I don't think, unfortunately. But when we put it in-game, it will look like that, and it'll be awesome. Update, your internet is trash. I'm sorry to hear that. I recently experienced what it's like trying to, like, deal with bad internet. And since you probably missed. Oh, yeah. You're on YouTube now. He can see you. Alright, chat. Thoughts on this model? Any way we could improve it before I move on to the next step? Because, to me, this looks fine. But knowing you guys, you might come up with something genius. I don't know. Bum bum bump down. Link in Shadowcode? Yeah. And if it's a Rickroll, you get VIP. I'm kidding. I'd either link you to a Hawaiian something. Yeah, I take it you're from Hawaii, right? Is my assumption correct there, given you say, like, aloha? You have both the ear things? Yes, I do. Alright, let's see this. You are, yes. Okay. Boop, boop, boop. One moment, chat. I am perusing, these cards. What are the favorite movies of you all? Feel free to put on the screen. Okay. Let's see. Hold on. I just did something with Google. Don't know what. What happened? Hello? Oh my lord. Okay. Oh, I see what I did. How did it autocomplete to yeah, I'm like, what? How do I exit split screen? Okay, I somehow entered split screen. Okay. I don't know how I'm gonna show this without, like, ads on my screen. Okay. Normally, I don't ask your requests, but that's a bit... while I set this up, though... favorite movies? I don't know. I don't typically watch like, the most recent movies I've watched are literally the Mario movie, the FNAF movie, not the second one, the Across the Spider-Verse, and, like, the TMNT movie. If I do this, there we go. Whoop. Alright, where can I put this? Chat, I'm gonna make you smaller. There we go. Okay, this is what we're looking at here. So we got, oh wow, hold on. Okay, this is gonna be really scuffed. Whoop. There we go. So are these all cards that players have made, by the way? Or are these like basic things that like... I'm not sure you had no movie kind of guy. I don't know. Probably like the new Demon Slayer ones. Or one. I don't know if there's multiple out yet. But you've made. I don't show what others make on purpose. Ah, okay. You get Staff of Inversion, Limitless. Target monster gets -2 sword and then inverse. If that monster is removed from the field because of this effect. Symbol. I can't tell what these symbols are, but I'm assuming that it's some kind of effect. I want to try and find out. Okay. I currently don't have enough time for that. That's fair. Limitless, unlimited copies allowed in your deck. Sword equals attack, inverse, flip stats. Card symbol equals draw 1. Oh, okay. So you get, so if the monster's removed from the field. Okay. So if you get a cool, if you like defeat it or whatever with this, you get 3 cards. Nice. With the Runix Cube. Oh, and these are like unique skill, unique passive. Okay. You'll see what permanence is with the monster cards. Okay. Yeah, inverse up to 2 monsters in play. If one of those monsters has permanence or is targeted by permanence, deal its attack or defense to target player. So I'm assuming this would just like be in effect for like multiple turns, and then if one of those monsters gets permanence, then it deals damage to whatever player it's target. Okay. Interesting. And what are these? I've noticed these. What are these like? What are the ratios up here? I'm curious. You got 3-0. Is this like you versus somebody else? Is this like card power perhaps? I don't know. It's a cost and a refund. Refund happens when you play a different card. You get that value back as you play the next card. Oh, okay. So it costs 3 to use this, and then you play a different card, you get 0 back. It costs 6 to use this. And if you play a different card with a different type, I'm assuming this is card type, then you get... So for example, if I put Runix Cube down, and then the next turn I play Staff of Inversion, I'd get the 3 back here and then use that 3 for Staff of Inversion. Yes? Okay. Cool. Cool. So you'd be able to strategize with this as like, okay, if I play this and then this, then I get to basically use this for free because I get my power back. Interesting. Face Inversion. And then you draw 1 when you get a refund too. Oh, okay. Prompt, set the attack and defense of a monster to 2 attack, 1 defense, and inverse. If this results in greater, prompt equals play anytime. Oh, okay. So like even if it's not your turn? Yep, okay. Set this of a monster to blah blah blah, and inverse if this results in greater attack or defense for that monster. At any point, add one chaos card from your deck to your hand, and gain 2 Saturn. Mana. Okay. Okay. This one seems interesting. I'm not entirely sure what that would do. Those are some weird Pokemon. Hi, Margin. We're looking at a cool card game that Shirsi over on Twitch is working on, and these are some of the cards that she's made for her card game. And she wanted to show them, so I'm showing them off because I think her concept for a game is very cool. Let's see. Although I'm going to kind of try and speed this up though. First Lord's spell, Chaos, passive. Oh, so that's like unique passive, passive. Okay, question. Do the passive and unique passive count as 2 different types, or are they both like counted as just passive? Pull 2 cards from your deck and I guess inverse? Add 1 Staff of Inversion from your deck to your hand. No, 1 type uniques can only have 1 in play though. Oh, okay. Staff of Inversion from your deck to your hand. It has prompt. As long as this card is not Staff of Inversion, cards you control have +1 attack, +1. Oh, okay. So this card is meant to kind of synergize with the other one then. The turn symbol means you have to turn it sideways and it's used, so you can't use it again then. Boop, boop. Alright. Then we've got Inverse Evolution. Hi, Yilia. Until your next turn. Okay. How are you, Yilia? How are you? Target monster with permanence deals its shield as damage to target monster or player, whichever is. Okay. You're good? That's good to hear. I'm glad you're doing alright. And then we've got Asherion's End. I hate you. I'm only laughing at that given your reputation, Yelia. I think that's funny. Limitless. So you can have any of these, right? You can have as many of these as you want. Card is always treated as Staff of Inversion. Interesting. Destroy all inversed cards. Chaos cards targeted this way are not destroyed. Instead, they get +2 attack and battle target player and end the current. Hi everyone, I'm Yili. I have a reputation. Yeah, you're the one who's trying to report me to Nintendo. So I take it all of these cards are meant to like play together in a deck, and they kind of like rebound off each other and do a bunch of cool stuff. Yeah. Neat. Okay. Can I be? This seems like a card game that I would be interested in because I really like I really like the Pokemon TCG. If you don't say it like that, people actually think it's true. Yeah, it's kind of reminding me of the Pokemon TCG in the way that it's like, oh, there's types of cards that you can play unlimited of, there's ones that you can play once a turn, there's different types, like they have costs and whatnot to do certain things. there's the element of like random where it's like, oh, you don't know what card you're gonna get next. But it's like, it seems way, and this is obviously intentional, but it's way more like customizable. Check out a couple of the monsters in the gate cards. You can only activate one per game. Your opponent has to agree. Huh. We'll go monsters, I guess. By the way, for anyone who's unclear, these are cards from a card game that Shirsi's working on. And so far, first impressions, pretty dang good. Ashirion. Oh, this is the guy who has the spell. Neon, what was your reputation killing your twins again? I didn't do that. That never happened. You have to say that once straight. That's just gonna be like the meme. That's gonna be the thing. Immune equals cannot be destroyed by battle or destruction of. Oh, permanence. As this monster enters play, target monster without immune. As long as it's in play, this card is immune. Inverse monsters that battle with Ashirion. Then Ashirion gets +2 or +2 defense for that battle. You decide. Oh, okay. Quick question. How does inverse affect... Like, you say it like flips their stats, right? Does that mean their attack and defense gets flipped, I'm assuming? Because my brain, for some reason, whenever I hear inverse, it's like, oh yeah, their stats go negative. This Cobblemon looks awesome. Hi, Hyper Lily. No, this isn't my stuff. This is Shirsi's over on Twitch chat. She's working on a card game. Staff of Inversion. Oh, this is actually a monster. Okay. Limitless, you can use it whenever. Random as heck. Target monster gets -1 or that. Whichever is higher, defeat, add 1 staff. Oh, so you defeat Staff of Inversion and then you get to use it for yourself. Lake Hydra. Each time this monster loses 1 or more defense, they get an attack. Oh. If this card is targeted for permanent... You see why there's so many versions? Why there's... Yeah, there's like... So you defeat it, you get it, you use it, you get more, use a Shirion. You defeat a Shirion, you get more. It's like a whole like a feedback cycle. Card is targeted for permanence. Prevent first damage this monster is dealt each turn. Oh, thank you for the follow. I appreciate it. And my Twitch alerts are broken again. Oh shoot. Boop. Let me fix that really quick. Boop. Boop. Okay, they're fixed now. We've got Slug. This guy's goofy looking. I like him. Entry and so when he enters, you get a chaos card. If it has permanence, you draw a card. Okay. And then that also happens when he dies. Okay, so this is like your baby early game guy, I guess. Jotra, I will never learn that. You got Gargoyle. This monster enters play, target monster without immune. As long as it's played, this card is immune. Okay. Your baby early game. Yeah, he's like your stupid guy you send in to like generate energy. He's like your Pichu from Pokemon TCG, or like your Magby. That's what at least that's the impression that I'm getting. GPT 3. What does that even mean? Blah blah blah. Each time a monster is targeted by permanence is removed from the field, target player loses life equal to its mana. Huh. The lobotomy one. I'm still not entirely... So permanence is just like they can't... Permanence, yeah, as this monster enters play, target monster without... So permanence is when you enter play, the target loses immune, and you are immune. Correct? Or am I mistaken? I don't know, I'm bored and sleepy, it's 1:15 a.m. Well, I do have an announcement about that after this, but, we're gonna get through these real quick, and then I will talk about that. This card is targeted for permanence. It gets +1 attack and +1 defense. Almost, it can't have immune, but your monster is immune until that target dies. Okay, so... okay, I think that makes sense in my head. I'm like trying to wrap my brain around it. Hold on. Forgive that there's like things here. Don't worry about that. Evolution permanent. Evolution. So like, oh, you put this on top of Ishirion to get this guy. But I need my sleep aid from Neon. I'm happy to help. Evolution equals sacrifice a card with the same subtitle, Chaos Lord. Oh, these things. Okay, that's what these are. Is paid to play it. Okay. Love the art. Hey, April Lily on YouTube says they love the art, Shirsi. Evolution permanence. If you inverse a monster, you may turn the card. Destroy that monster. Draw 2 cards and gain... That seems very strong. You tried to make a D&D card game system a while back, but this is significantly more in-depth than anything I managed to make. It's from a game called Adventure Quest World. Alright. So that's all the monsters that we got. And then we've got... These are... Okay. Gate cards. So these are ones you put in play and the opponent has to agree to put it in play, and you can only do 1 per game. Chaotic Mage. All chaos cards gain the following effect. Once per turn, you may exile from your deck 1 card and inverse 1 monster. Once per turn, you may draw a card and reveal it. If that card is a chaos, reduce the defense of a monster in play by 1. Alright. So... Okay. I'm assuming exile from your deck 1 card means you just draw a card. So this is just the guy, this is like your like, the perk you get for the whole game. Neon, I nearly forgot I ordered Platinum. You got Platinum? Nice. Like one of the few Pokemon games I don't have. Exile means you send a card from your deck to out of the game, makes it easier to deck fix. Oh, so it like waters down your deck so you can get more of what you want. Okay, interesting. So you basically just discard it. Okay. Inversion creation. Nearly cost you $100, but I got it. I'm sure it'll be worth it, Crimson. Staff of Inversion cards you control are no longer unique and are treated as monster. Oh! But as a non-monster card, you can activate their effects once per turn as a spell. Their effects cost 3 mana, 1 super mana, and turn the card. Okay. That looks like super mana. I don't know what that is. 1 refund. Oh, okay. So you play this in card. You play this. I assume this would be hard to convince your opponent to agree to unless they also have Staff of Inversion. And then we got Chaos Mystic, Gate card. Monsters with inverse gain +2 attack +2 defense if you control the monster, or minus if you do not. Oh. Also gonna have to get another DS or something just to transfer across to Heart Gold. Yeah. For the Arceus event. Yeah. You have to agree to you using the Gate deck at all. Yeah, that's fair. Alright. So, I think that's all the cards you have in the preview. Honestly, this looks really cool. You should invite me to play it sometime. I'd be down. Maybe not on stream for me at least, because it's not really the subject. Well, maybe. We'll have to see, because I have an announcement. If you get Discord, I don't mind. I can, yeah. If you hit me up on Twitter or something, if you have Twitter or Blue Sky, it doesn't matter. I can send Discord. Leon, want to see my hide and seek project on MC sometime? Maybe. Sure. Ah. Okay. I'll reach out when I have time. Okay. You're marrying? Wait, what? When did I say that? What? Right. Alright. Anyway, hi chat. This is what we're working on right now. But before we continue with that, I have an announcement, and that is I am going to be changing up hopefully for the foreseeable future. Maybe like next week I will be testing it, but I'm going to be changing up schedule for streams, and I'm glad to have everybody here. Blind Romance, Jesus was done. Yeah, we finished this pre-Evo. Here he is. We finished this up last stream. A little guest boy, an announcement. Yeah, so basically, the current schedule, right? It looks kind of like this. Friday, set, Sunday, right? Stream, right? And then boop, boop, boop. That's not right. Wait, hold on. Alright. So this is what my current schedule looks like, right? Not too exciting. So, starting next week, appreciate the review and compliments. No problem, anytime. But starting next week, I'm going to change things up. So, on Mondays, we are going to have a dedicated modeling / animating stream at 5 p.m. EST. So on Mondays, I'm actually going to be streaming and starting an hour earlier. Right? Because normally I start stream at 6 p.m. EST. I mean, heck, I did that today. So streams are going to go live an hour earlier on Mondays, just so that I have more time, because modeling and animating takes, or like animating specifically, takes the most time out of anything, right? And this Monday streams will always be like the longest stream of the week, right? Tuesday, I'm still gonna have nothing. On Wednesday, though, slash at 6 p.m. So on Wednesdays now, I'm adding Wednesdays to the stream. They're lasting the same amount of time then? I want to say I basically made it 5 p.m. so that we have more time, because I want to end stream at around the same time as always. I just want to make these streams longer because they are going to take longer anyway. Drawing, yeah. So basically, Wednesdays are going to be drawing streams, and what I'm going to be drawing on Wednesdays is basically the stuff that you see on like the Be Back Soon screen. We're going to be doing concept art for Fakemon. We're going to be drawing key art for Fakemon, and it's going to be very cool. It's not going to be in Blockbench, it's going to be in Photoshop. And then also chat stream. I guess I should say chat review stream, because this is also when I'm going to do dedicated, like, showing off stuff that chat members have made and, like, looking at it. Basically what we just did for Shirsi. Wednesdays, we're going to be doing a bunch of that on Wednesdays. So I don't know how, I don't have a way to, like, there's no, like, formal way to, like, submit stuff to show off on stream. Yet. I might try and do that. Or they can just, like, I don't know. I might make like a form or something. I don't know. I haven't figured it out yet. But basically, we're gonna do what we just did for Shirsi, where we show stuff off. Because I know a lot of you guys like to work on your own projects, and I'd love to give y'all some recognition too, because I'm sure that the stuff you're working on is just as cool, if not cooler, than what I'm making, you know? So that's what's going to be going on Wednesdays. Then Friday, we're going to be doing lore slash chill slash, like, I don't know. I'm working on myself. I'm cool. Real, for real. We're gonna do like, I think my playlist broke, actually. That's what happened. There we go. Humble, nonchalant cake. No, no. We're gonna call it, data. So Fridays are going to be the chill streams, right? Basically, what's going to be going on Fridays is it's going to be very low energy, maybe a little less chatter, maybe less of me yapping. Basically, it's gonna be where we can chill, put me onto the background. I'm going to be working on lore for Fakemon, so like their dex entries and stuff. Tuesday's dedicated to only Yilia showing off their red skills. Give them your stream key. I don't know about that, April Lily, but it is a fun idea. And then data. What I mean by data is, you know how when we're like actually implementing the Cobblemon and I have to like make up a moveset for them on the fly? Basically, okay, time to check YouTube. Yeah. Basically, Fridays I'm going to just be like writing lore for the Mons, writing dex entries, writing specs for them, like their height, their weight, their moves, their abilities, their stats, stuff like that, and I'm going to be like compiling them, you know? And that's what we're going to be doing on Friday. Fridays are probably going to be short streams as well. Um, but that is basically going to be the new stream schedule. I'm going to be testing it out next week, and hopefully this is what we're just going to work with going forward. So I hope you guys can look forward to that, because I think it'll be a lot more interactive with you guys, and I think even though it will slow down progress on the add-on, um, I think it will provide the variety that I think my streams are lacking at the current moment. So, look forward to that. I think, did my music break again? Holy crap. No, it didn't. Okay. Come to Twitch, YouTube people. It's gonna flood there. Come to safety. No. But Yulia, what if it floods on Twitch too? Then what are you gonna do? But anyway, that's basically my announcement. Get hype in chat. And I am going to... Are you gonna make a video short announcing schedule change? I might. I might also just make like a... do that thing that like actual streamers do where they like post a weekly schedule on like YouTube community and Twitter, you know? I feel like maybe a short, but not a video, because I feel like it would be weird for my first like actual video on YouTube to be like, I'm updating things. It's like there was nothing before that, you know? So maybe a short. Maybe I work on that over the weekend. But anyway, I'm going to use the bathroom, refill my water real quick. Yeah, that works. Yeah. Who the hell are you? Yeah, people are gonna see it, because literally my face is in like none of my YouTube shorts, so it's just gonna be like, who is this person? You know? But yeah. Bathroom, refill drink. I'm going to be right back, okay? Give me like 3 to 4 minutes. Hi, I'm back. Why are we talking about Hideo Kojima? I just come back and I see Hideo Kojimbo, bro. Insert controversial chat take on chat while the streamer is AFK. Alright. Well, I'm glad to see y'all are alive and well, at least while I'm away. I'm assuming April, hold on. April Lazuli, are you April Lily on YouTube? I'm assuming. Bro walked out of the Game Awards like a sore loser. I feel happy, unlike Kojimbo. Poor guy. Yeah, okay. Just wanted to make sure. But I think this guy, his, like, basic stuff is done. I think we just need to texture him. And we're gonna do animating on Monday. Because that's, like, the whole deal, you know? Also, another reason why I wanted to stream earlier is because I know a lot of you are in Europe. And it's, like, really not a good time to be awake in Europe. So I figured I'd do y'all a service and stream earlier. So that you guys can watch it and still retain some semblance of a sleep schedule. The Twitch stream is so much less of a delay. Does it actually? Expedition 33 deserves a sweep. Amazon deliveries. Father 2 had nothing new. When and where collected. I just never passively scroll on Twitch, so you never join that. That's okay. It'll be fine. Hold on, I think my Twitch thing. I saw a thing pop up, and I think my Twitch alerts are still broken on my end. Hold on. Audio monitoring device. Boop. This one, apply, okay. Yeah, we have to do this every few streams, it's okay. Boop, 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 boop. Okay. It should work now. Let's check. Boop, 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 boop. How much coding knowledge do you have to know to make Cobblemon add-ons like this? Surprisingly, not a lot. The most you have to know is how to work with JSON files. Because most of the work is already done for you by Minecraft and the Cobblemon mod. And they have like fully comprehensive tutorials on their wiki. And then once you get, you can, yeah, JSON is basically English, yeah. Alerts. Alerts. Does it work? Yes, it works now. Wait. Hold on. Okay, yeah, it works. I think. Maybe. Yes, okay. Cool. Modeling and stuff in Blockbench and adding it to resource pack is easy, but animating is still scary. Animating, it takes time to learn, I will say that. Like, I was not good at animating when I first started making this add-on, and I'm still not perfect. Like, I have a lot to improve on. But I'm definitely better than I was, you know? Let's see, where do I want to start with this? We can create a texture. Fluff. Might be my favorite Evo line here, right? By the way. That's cool. I think it's cool that people are picking their favorite Evos. Yeah, I haven't even started my own ones. Yeah, Krim, you just have like the models, right? Which is fine. Everybody starts somewhere. So this texture map looks weird as heck. I don't know why it's spaced out like that. But we're gonna take a leaf out of Fluffrost's book. I don't know. I've been playing... Okay, can I say something? I've been playing a lot of Cobblemon recently. Just like on a public server, right? Not really using my data pack, but just like... Yeah. And whenever I see like a Cobblemon that like doesn't have fully completed animations, I just get like a little sad because it's like, why didn't you finish them? Give it here, I'll do it. You know? And I don't mean that in like a condescending way to the Cobblemon devs, because they obviously put in like a ton of work and like they make a super dang cool product. But it's also like, let me do this. I'll animate it. It's not gonna be good, but I could at least make it like walk, you know? Again, not hating, not asking anybody to take action on my behalf, right? Don't do that. Actually, specifically don't do that. If I find out any of y'all did, if I find out anybody in chat bullies the Cobblemon devs because of a tiny gripe that I have, I will bully you. I'm back. What did I miss? I don't know. I've already forgotten everything that we were talking about in the past like 10 minutes. Other than talking about Cobblemon animation. Yeah, I think so. That sounds right. Alright, like that. And then these can go like this. Now chat, this is where the magic happens. Ready for this? We just color all this. The heck is Cobblemon? Oh, that, you know, okay. Thank God YouTube person is here to write. What is Cobblemon? You know, Yulia, like the thing that I've been making all of this stuff for the entire time, that, you know? Permafluff. I'm making a file directory right now, don't mind me. Boom. Okay. So yeah, this guy turned into big man. Okay. Where do I even start? Oh yeah, here's where the magic happens. Ready for this? we're just gonna take this, delete. I think. I'm actually not sure. We're gonna have to go through this in-game and check all these manually, which is gonna be annoying, but it's gonna be worth it. Are you making it appear transparent? Yeah! So the blue will only appear behind the, like, inner one. Because if you texture only the inside of these flat textures, it'll be invisible from the outside. Which is a very cool feature. And I've never done this for a texture until now. But I was inspired by, like, Kaffa Grigus and like what's its face, Glimora in Cobblemon, because they use tricks like this. So that's what I'm trying to replicate here. Did my music break again? I swear. The music keeps doing this. I'm gonna change how it's loading. I don't know. If the music keeps doing this, I'm gonna be forced to fix it. God forbid. Am I right? I don't even know what I'm looking at here. This isn't even like on anything. Okay, did I even... Oh, they're just... Okay. Is there just not a thing here? Am I insane? Yeah, there's just not... Okay. Don't know how that happened. Cool and weird. You got that right. We'll put you there. I don't know how I missed that. That's insane that I missed that. Okay, I'm curious. Is this the inside or the outside? It's the outside. Okay. What about this? That's the inside. What about this? Where is that? There it is. So this needs to be... This is so confusing. Hold on. I need to order these in a way that makes sense. Okay, yeah, we're fixing this music. Hold on. Hold on. Does it work? Yes, okay. I like how end of the trailer of the Game Awards, it was just Concord 2. Can I be honest? I didn't watch the Game Awards. I never do. How'd you add that plane to the texture? Wait, what do you mean? What do you mean? The best part of the Game Awards is people slandering. Dude, I saw so many people. I saw like the Half-Life Reddit like slandering whoever was in charge of the Game Awards. I think I added a plane to the model and drove it over to the texture. Oh, like this? Yeah, the way up here is just like editing where the cube is on like the texture map. Bro was hyping up Concord 2 for 2 minutes. Okay. Chat, catch me up. What should be my takeaways from the Game Awards, since I didn't watch it? Please. There we go. You mean the 33 awards? Okay, that's the bottom, which means this, like that. Did it break again? Okay, no, it's just lagging. Okay. Whoop. Like that. I guess I should just be looking for the textures that have like no shading on them? I don't know. Expedition 33 is amazing. Kojima's a sore loser. Concord 2, Star Wars, Baldur's Gate 3 guy made an NSO. Okay. I saw something like Mega Man 12. Is that something? Is that something that exists? I heard somebody mention Mega Man 12 and I got excited because I really like Mega Man. Is still Mega Man fan alive? Dude, I love Mega Man. Why am I lagging? Hello? Hello? I'm like lagging out. Yeah, I love Mega Man. I played back when I was a kid, we had a PS2 with the Mega Man Legacy Collection, and I played all the Mega Man games 1 through 8, and then I got 9 and 10 on the Wii, and I played those. Mega Man 9 is so difficult. And call me insane, but I didn't like Mega Man 11 that much. Like, honestly, not my favorite. This shiny art's getting so bad, I'm starting to fake see it as shiny. Yeah, that'll happen. You'll get it eventually, though, I'm sure. Alright, I love having to go through all of these and see if... That's not what I wanted. Boop, boop, boop. Okay, that's good. That's good. That's not good. Okay. Does anybody in chat play Mega Man? I'm curious now. But at what cost? Prim, I'm sure when you finally get it, you'll be like, that was worth it, you know? I'm positive. Whenever I shiny hunt something and I finally get it, I'm always like, that was so worth it. I don't know if I've ever played Mega Man. Dude, okay. If you like difficult side-scroller shooter games... Anyone know Brian David Gilbert? He sounds familiar. Boop, 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 boop. Shiny hunting for a glorified turkey. You're not wrong. Boop, boop. He made a couple very silly videos about it a long time ago. Oh. Of Mega Man? I'm assuming of Mega Man. Being all 200 plus. Oh. You know what? I actually had the handbook that had like info on every single Robot Master. And like their official like pin-up artwork and stuff. Like I was in on that stuff. I also had the Game Boy. There's also like the Game Boy series of Mega Man games that came out before the actual ones did. And I had Mega Man 5 Game Boy for the Virtual Console. And I never beat it because it was really hard and I got stuck on one of the bosses. God, I need to go back and play like Mega Man 10 again. I love Mega Man 9 and 10 so much. If you had to ask me my favorite though, my favorite Mega Man game is Mega Man 5. Followed very closely by 9 and 10. I don't know why I like 5 so much. I just like, I don't know. It's something about Mega Man 5 just like speaks to me, you know? I can't really like describe what, but I just like Mega Man 5. All the games have such good story. They do, right? I think Mega Man 5 has my favorite bosses. I really like, aside from like, I don't know. I like all of them. I also like how in Mega Man you can like play the stages in any order. I don't know what other games had that at that time for like the NES and stuff where it's like you can fight any level at any time. And like figuring out which bosses are weak to what weapon. We need Mega Woman. See, if you want that, read the Archie comics because I had some of the Archie comics for Mega Man 2. They had what, Quake Woman as like the girl. I don't think Roll did anything. Does anybody remember the Archie comics? They did like Sonic and the other one. They call me the Quake Woman because I'm a natural disaster. So not just the show that was like... Didn't they... They did make a Mega Man show, didn't they? And it was like awful. Because it was like not the right art style at all or something. I don't remember. I never watched it. Excuse me. The Fortnite of comics. I guess you could call it that. I had like the first few Archie comics. I actually probably still have them of the Mega Man Archie comics. And then I have the crossover one where it's Mega Man and Sonic because I was that kid. Thank God Sega lost the console war. Yeah, the poor PS or not PSP, the poor Saturn or whatever. Didn't they just like completely brick the Saturn on purpose or something? I think I heard something about that, but I don't know the details. Ah! They shadow release. Yeah, they like didn't announce it or anything. Yeah. I like to imagine if the Sega consoles still existed today, they'd be like have a better reputation than Nintendo. Because as much as Sonic gets memed on for being dog, like, they had some good hits, you know? They had some hits. I'm not gonna discredit them for, like, generations and colors and all those. You know? Although I can't give them credit for Mania because that was a fan game. As much as I want to credit them for Mania, because Mania was peak. My only complaint with Mania is that it has like no replay value. No, they'd be worse if you assume their pricing. I mean, maybe. Sonic 06. Yeah, we don't talk about that one. Those spikes turned out really symmetrical, right? I don't know how I did it, but it just kind of worked. Either incredible luck or good planning. You think I plan how I'm gonna model this stuff? The last time I did that was on Incubird, and look where we are now. That was like 10 Pokemon ago. I think this works. I'm not entirely sold on the little spikies, but we can work on that, I guess. Maybe we do like this, honestly. Hold on. Maybe he just has forks. Because now they look like hands. Actually, I kind of like that. Sonic 06's city looks exactly like a ZA's graphically. Currently redesigning one of your mods. Nice. I have actually been playing the ZA DLC. I've been going through it slowly because, admittedly, the side quests are like killing my will to 100% the game, even though I am going to do all of them. So far, I haven't made it very far actually, but so no spoilers, but I have been really enjoying it so far. I like how they've added so many new mons. And the new megas that I've seen so far are all pretty nice. And the way you make donuts reminds me of Cobblemon. You mean the same map, just darker. I mean, yeah, I'm not gonna sugarcoat it. It is just the same map split up into like a bunch of mini areas. But that didn't make it not enjoyable for me. I can see why it would make other people not like it, but I didn't mind it. Me personally, not an issue. Alright. Look. Let there be light, he says. Boop. Can I be honest? This song is from Legends Arceus in the Crimson Mirelands, and it's such a catchy song. I did not hear it a single time when playing through the game. I don't know if I'm deaf or what. That looks like nostrils. He looks like Togore. Megas look cool. Map design is worse than the ones of the DS. Yeah, I don't care for the maps particularly, but they don't like detract from my experience that much. So it's like, whatever. I'll deal with it, I guess. They clearly had it done before they released the main game, which I am going to whine about, but you know what, so is everyone else. My favorite part of ZA is the voice acting shifts, because exactly, that's what I'm saying. I love the voice acting. The voice acting in ZA was so good. We can give him the same little puffball that that Fluffrost has. I mean, fair, just sad because there are maps used to have feeling to them, which is where they like lived in. See, I think Lumio City in ZA has plenty of like, I really like the map in ZA. I think it feels full, unlike their other recent games. I'm just not particularly a fan of... I forget what I was gonna say. I'm sure I have complaints, I just can't think of them. I can't believe they were speaking Arabic all along. What? Hideo Kojima. Something Hideo Kojima. It's always Hideo Kojima. Chat. Always bet on Hideo Kojima. You know what I found out today? From a comment. Somebody, apparently, my latest YouTube short got like auto-dubbed, and I don't know how. But it sounds so goofy. Like, it got AI auto-dubbed, and I didn't even do anything. Like, it just happened. Aren't half the NPCs standing still static until you fight them? Aren't this just... No, there's like tons of... Like, I guess the battle zones have people walking around in them. And then, like... some of them stand still like classic Pokemon trainers do, but like most of them are like walking or running around. And then you've got like when you're actually in the city, there's like tons of NPCs walking everywhere. Like, and they all have like dialogue as you walk past them. Don't the mons have like 3 animations? Yeah. Okay, that is one thing about the main Pokemon games, is that stuff like Cobblemon does animations better than they do, I'm gonna be honest. Whoop. I don't know how to texture the head. I'm just gonna do that. Sure, why not? There we go. Google at it again. Boop. Aren't the Sandile just their head in the ground? They're like digging through the sand. It's neat. The Pokemon devs are just too no, because Pokemon, okay. Sometimes I would agree with that, but didn't they delay ZA an extra like year despite it being already done? I know this is something Crimson said at some point, and I don't know how true it is. But they like, didn't they like delay the game? Hell, you're doing animations for all your mons and there's already 27 of them. Yeah, and only some of them suck. It's taking you 3 months to do 27 months. And some of the, most of the, okay, 3 months to do 27, with, like half of them already having animations. You can't forget to add that. Yeah, it was originally meant to come out on the Switch 1 only. Yeah, Leah, you said it pretty much right there. You just summarized the entire industry. Okay, can I hide the spinner? Boop, 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 boop. There we go. Let's take it out into the sun so we can see better. Chat, I got that reference. Still impressive. But yeah, ZA was meant to be on the Switch 1 and they pushed it back to work on it even though it was complete. Huh. See, because the game don't look like it had an extra year to work on. Do you think they got rid of the balconies and stuff so they could slap the dimension rifts onto them without it looking ugly? They just had like more space to put like the hyperspace rings. Because they're put onto like flat walls all around the region. Hide the ears. Not the spinner. The ears. There we go. Oh my god, I always forget you can toggle visibility of stuff. Yeah, it's handy. If that's the reason, I'm gonna throw hands. How do I manage to get anything done? Listen, we all have our own skill levels, okay? And there's always room to improve. Even I'm not, like, great at this. I just stream it, and that garners attention, and then people think it's cool because I'm streaming it. Like, you know? Also, bro, how does artwork for the game look better than the game itself? Hey, remember how we brought up Sonic 06 earlier? Have you seen the pre-rendered cutscenes for that game? Anyway, enough said. Whoop, whoop. Alright. We can bring back the ears now. I think. If I can find them. Also, I did not group any of the elements, which is funny. Boop, boo. Alright. Boop, boop, boop. Boop. Like that. And like that. Also, I bet you I could take that bloody model of buildings into 3D Max. It would make less than a week to make them 3D. Okay, but could you do that and make it run well? The answer is probably. But then again, ZA already doesn't run well on the Switch one. I could use some sneaky tricks to keep the polygon count down, like normal maps and shading. You're learning 3D mod. Yeah, you are, aren't you? It feels like everybody's learning everything in my chat. And I'm like watching them grow up. We have been learning tricks to keep polygon down. Teach us. Yeah. April's over here just like, Crimson. Or just not turbo smoothing anything. Yeah, Crimson, your first project should be making Garten of Banban not use up all of your computer's resources. Doop-a-doop-a-doo. Yeah, I got that right. Ah! Ah! I'll add a post-rendering system that unrender the building part that's not in view. How much you want to bet that modern Pokemon games just don't have that? I don't know how much I would bet on it, but I think it'd be so funny. Yeah. Well, I don't think everything in the city is rendered at once, because you can see, like, in the far distance, there's, like, parts that aren't rendered in entirely. Ba-ba-da-ba-ba-ba. It must be this one. Yep, there we go. Hell, I see it in Minecraft. How easy would it be to make a roulette wheel in Blockbench, do you think? Like the game, like the kind where it's like you roll the ball and it's got the red and the black. Yeah. That's a good question. I don't know. Maybe 5 minutes to see whether it's feasible or not. I mean, I'm sure it'll be a lot easier if you're working with not cubes, because Blockbench allows, like, different polygon shapes, right? Excuse me. Yeah, I'm pretty sure. They recently added, like, bones and stuff, right? Boop. Boop. Teach me, teacher. I will say, I've never used it. Ever. Also, you said the game doesn't run well. Yeah, like loading times are like way faster on the Switch too, I've heard. What if it's like that? I kind of like that, honestly. Boop, 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 boo. Boop, 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 boop. Let me send you this image. Okay. Do you want me to look at it now or later? There's a scarf done. I should also probably die. Up to you. I will take a peek at it. Why not? Oh, that. Okay, so actually... So, Crimson, the thing about that, you sent me the picture where the entire city is one model, right? That's actually not the whole city. That's actually the, that is the miniature version of the city that you can look at in the Lumios Museum. They have, like, a mini, like map of the city that you can, like, look at. That's not actually the full city render. Whoever found that just like jumped to conclusion. It was like, they made the city one model, and it's like, no, that's like a prop in a museum. Fair misconception though. Not at all trying to like downplay your thing. Yeah, I'm gonna be real. What I just found pisses you off so much. What? How did I do this? How did I even? I don't even know. This model has so many vectors it doesn't need. What model are you talking about? It has 355,000 vectors. Dang. That feels like way too many. Is that just me? Snap me. Oh my god. Chat, I think Pokemon knows how to code their games. I think they know. I think they're geniuses, actually. I think Pokemon's a perfect company. You know, I think Pokemon might be the first perfect game company. One thing we were told in cat class is to keep the vector count low. Yeah, I can imagine. There we go. Boop. I don't know how that looks, honestly. What if I just, like, do this on the other side so I can actually see what I'm looking at? Doobie-doo-doo-doo. There we go. Boop. 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 I think that looks decent. Like that? Nah. Like that. That works. If the buildings aren't all one model or anything like this, is no game. There's no wonder the game doesn't run. They share a number of polygons would be fragging the system. Let me send you the image of the model with the lines. Oh my god. Jesus. They really went all out with this one, huh? Wow. Yeah, there's gotta be a better way to do that. There's no way. Ain't no way. Boop. Boop. I gotta flip this though. Boop. Boop. I gotta flip this one too. Boop. Like that. And then this can go like this. Boop. I need to show these. And I need to take wing right. And I need to move it back by a little bit. Nope. It should have at most 8 vectors for each cube shape. Well, maybe there's a lot of cube shape. I'm kidding. This is not nearly 20 to 30. That's fair, honestly. Fair assessment. Boom. Boom. Oh, wow, all of these are just right here, huh? Boom. Boom. Copy, paste. Right there. Where's the last one? Down all the way down here, huh? They put it all the way there, and they're like, we gonna put you at the bottom. We gonna put you at the bottom. This one, right? No. This. Wait a second. There. Okay, that's where that needs to go. Copy, paste. Right there. And then this can go in the last one. Ta-da! Copy, paste. What happened? Oh, there's layers. Okay. Turn the layers off. We don't like layers. Whoop! And then we take these, copy, paste. Whoop! And just like that. Dude, that looks so cool. Look at that. Look at that. Also, see if the actual model of this is city, then this would be considered somewhat okay. Loving this so much. I am glad you are enjoying it. I'm a big fan of how this model's turning out, honestly. And since you're saying this is a map model in the museum, yeah, it's a little pricey. It's just a little pricey. I'm going to go ahead and hide all of this for now. Inner icicle 2. Inner icicle 3. Inner icicle 4. Okay. And I also have to paint like the inside of this as well. What is happening? Hello? Why is it not working? Hello? Hello? Roulette isn't going great, unfortunately, but I'm happy I tried. Well, at least you got something out of it. You did make an attempt, and that is good. This abomination manifested my soul, and I ripped it out. I think this whole thing needs to be blue, actually. Okay, spoiler alert. No clue how I'm gonna shade this thing. I'm actually going to look up a reference image that I can use. Ba-doo, doo, doo. Boo. Ba-da-ba-da-boo. Da-da-da-da-da. It runs ZA with the power of love. The Pixelmon models are anything to go by in terms of Pokemon polygon count. I'm confused as to how Switch 1 can even launch ZA. I don't know. Maybe Pokemon does know how to optimize their games, but the games are so bad to begin with that it doesn't matter. Let's see here. A ton of alcohol. I'm looking at pictures of like Avalugg and Ice-Q for reference right now, by the way. Neon, I got a bunch of models I want to make as cosmetics for your hide and seek game. Can you help me decide which to make? Sure. Why not? I think it's meant to be a scaled down map, so you should have 99% of those lines. Can't really argue with you on that one. I'm not gonna lie. Maybe not that blue. Maybe this shouldn't be as dark. Boop. That's better. Boop. Boop. Okay, I'm starting to like this actually. And then here we can have like this. Yeah. Check this out. Okay, I'm starting to like how this is turning out. Let's hide the scarf. Where's the scarf? And the wings. Like that. Something like this. Like I knew about the first image of the model, I did not know about the one with the numbers. Dang. Connie's sword from Steven Universe, Edward Elric's arm from FMAB, Luffy's hat from One Piece, BMO from Adventure Time, a Chugbug Master Sword, or a JoJo stand. Oh. Let's see. So these are cosmetics from for your thing, right? Let's see. Interesting. I'm thinking. Let's see. I'm sorry. They're all gonna be wearable. Are you gonna make all of them, or are you only gonna pick some of them? Because if you're only gonna pick some of them, then my decision immediately becomes more important here. Not that important. I don't know. I don't know. Let's see here. What if I just mirror it like this? I think the first one you should make, because I am a sheep. You should make Luffy's hat, because I am a dirty One Piece fan who enjoys watching One Piece and looks at people who hate on it and go, "Ha, you haven't watched far enough yet." Whoop. Like this. This, and like this. Like that. There we go, and then 2 and then 1. Whoop. Like that. Do like that. There we go. Boom. The center icicle. I think that turned out pretty dang good. Big dubs. Now, let's show the one in the back. Let's show all these, actually. Hold on. The one in the back. Yeah, okay. I did it wrong. That one. And then icicle 4. Boop, 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 boop. So yeah, it's gonna basically look like this. And I want to get like bright with this. Like bright. I don't know how bright though. Whoop. And on the other side, it can get like a little dark. Like this. Yeah, I like this actually. Let's hide this and work on this. I do not like this though. Hold on. There we go. That was gonna show through if I didn't mess with that. Alright, like that, I guess? Boom, boom. Whoop. Boop. Ooh, wait, hold on. What about that? That looks nice. And then inner icicle. Kind of like that, you know? Maybe I get rid of the white highlights and just do it like that. You know? And then we go here and we do this. Not that. This. Yeah. Nope. Nope. This. There we go. And then this. Yeah! And then we copy this. Paste it wherever it goes. Here? No. Here. Yes. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. Should I be worried? I'm getting a little lightheaded from seeing those lines and numbers. Maybe sit down, drink some water. I feel like you shouldn't be seeing... I feel like that's not normal. Yeah, so this is kind of what it'll look like in game. Like this. And I think it's going to turn out very nice. And right here. I think it's the pure shock of it all. Yeah, so if you're looking at permafluff from above, it will literally just look like this. I knew Nintendo was becoming incompetent, but I didn't think it'd be this bad. Or Game Freak. That transparency effect is so fun. Can't wait to see it in game. Me too. Honestly, I'm so excited to see this in game. Unfortunately, that is going to have to wait till Monday, though. But hey, we got something to look forward to on Monday. Because I don't think, like, as much as I would love to, I don't think we're gonna have time to finish this whole thing today. Like, we're definitely not going to. It's just... And then like this. Like this. There we go. That's what it'll look like. Holy crap. Still haven't found this shiny turkey. Crimson, I hate to burst your bubble, but it'll probably take you at least a few days to find shiny turkey, if not like a week or longer. Yeah, and this is how it looks when it's in Blockbench. Not nearly as good, but you know what? That's okay. I'm just gonna quickly do... Nope, not that. Hold on. I'm dumb. I almost did a stupid. I need to do that. I just got an idea, chat. I have an idea. What if I did this? What if on the outside I added like a glint of white? Let me have hope for getting lucky. You know what? You're right. You're right. You're right. My bad. Like, what if on the other sides I did this? Ready for this? Like, what if I just added, like, a... shing! To the outside, so that you see that on the outside? You know? No, 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 no. I'm not that crazy, April. But imagine if I had that on the outside, so you can kind of... You see what I'm going for here? Like, if we get rid of this, and we get rid of the other one, wherever it is. Here it is. It'll look like that kind of, and it'll be going down. I wonder what that'll look like. It's definitely an idea that I want to try, though. Until then, though, we gotta finish doing this. Excuse me. Oh, that's not what I want. Hold on. Oops. I should probably show all of this, now that I'm thinking about it. It would help if y'all could, I could see what I'm actually painting, you know? Just the thought. No pressure. And then it's over here. And then the smaller one. And then the even smaller one. And then the smallest one. There it is. Whoop. Boop. Wait, no, it does go like that. And then this one goes like this. Ta-da! Now we just gotta do the bottoms, because that looks kind of goofy, not gonna lie to you. Doop 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 doop. Am I out of water again? No, I'm not. Alright, here's how I'm gonna do this. We're gonna texture it like this. That's not, hold on, wrong. You gotta texture from the top or else it won't work. There we go. Because you'll only be able to see it from the top. Yeah, I got. And then you mirror it. I like that actually. I like this a lot. There we go. Nope, wrong color. There we go. Now he looks like a jackhammer. Like you hold on to him and it's like we do the same for this layer. What if I do this? Yeah. Like that. And then like this. There we go. And then this one, easy. Do. And then I need to bring up this because I need these colors. And those colors. There we go. And then, oh, and I can't forget about the last one. Boo, 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 doo, boo, boo, doo, 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 doo. There we go. Okay. So that's what it's going to look like when it's done. Roughly. Okay, hopefully that'll work. I'm going to go use the bathroom again though, because I have a very fast digestive system apparently. And then when I'm back, what do we even have to do left? Just the shiny? I guess we just have the shiny to do when I get back, which will be easy. But I will be right back. I'm back. Ah. My blanket is caught under the wheels on my chair. Okay. So, I think it is time to make the shiny for this guy. Let me just show all of these. Overall, I think this is a pretty dang good texture. Like, I'm not gonna lie to you. This guy turning into this, pretty dang good. And I might add like the shine on it later. Big fan of these guys. Thank you. I'm glad. Oh, wait. I just noticed. Y'all probably noticed at the exact same time I did too, which is funny. Boop, boop, boop. How could I forget this thing? How dare I? Wait, no, it needs to go like that. And then like that. No. I think that's gonna be what it looks like, and then I need to take this. I don't know. You're never gonna see the inside of it, so it's like whatever. Here we go. Alright. Now it is time for the shiny. I'm also gonna do that. And we are going to copy paste, I think, hopefully, maybe. There we go. From a fluff S. And I'm going to take the same green from here. Boop. Right, hold on. No, I need this color. Boop. Yeah, and then, wait, no, I'm stupid. Wait, no, I'm not stupid. Wait, what am I doing? Ah! Chat. I'm struggling. Where's his face? Here it is. This becomes that color. This becomes that color. This becomes... Where's his wings? This I'm gonna lose my mind, chat. It's just... Huh? There. There. Okay. That's not gonna work. We need this color. Here. And then here. And then this color. Here. There we go. Boop, boop, boop. And then up here, I need these to all be like that. There we go. Okay. There's the green bits of him. Done. Almost. There we go. There's the green parts. I'm actually gonna need to reference what his shiny looks like. Okay. Okay. His shiny's actually sick. I think you guys are gonna like it. Boom, he keeps the red. Of course, naturally. Where's this other purple bits? Boop. Boop. Like that, but then... he also... gets this treatment. Nope. Ah! And then this color. And then this color. Boom. And you see where I'm going with this. You probably can. Boop, 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 boop. And then... oh shoot, hold on. Oop. I just realized. That's not right. There we go. Boop. Like that. Like that. Like that. Like that. That is what his shiny will look like. I think that's very neat. Regular, shiny. Get the red icicle. There we go. But anyway, that is going to wrap up progress for Permafluff for today. Got his regular and his shiny form. Of course, the evolution of this one. And with that, great progress. Right? We made such good progress today. Texturing Luffy's hat right now. Nice, nice. But that is going to wrap up stream for today, actually. So, whoop. With all that, if you are on YouTube and you liked what you saw, please consider liking and subscribing. And if you're on Twitch, I would appreciate it if you drop me a follow as well, if you're not already. Both of those things help me out a ton. So I appreciate every single one of you who is here today. Whether you're here now, or you were here earlier, or you were a lurker, or you were in chat all the time, it doesn't matter. I appreciate all of you, you know. And the VOD for this stream will be available on my YouTube once stream ends. And speaking of YouTube, if you want to learn more about the Fakemon that I create, and like I do go in depth into all of them in a short series on YouTube, so you can check that out if you're curious. I most recently uploaded the entry for Fluffrost. You can check that out. I think I did pretty well on it. What else? Oh yeah. Make sure you guys look out for a post from me. I'm probably just gonna upload a post to YouTube and to Twitter this weekend. By the way, follow me on Twitter. I'm gonna upload a post there with my updated schedule, so look forward to that. And I will see you guys on Monday. You know? We're gonna finish up Permafluff, hopefully. We're gonna get the animations done, we're gonna implement them. It's going to be a grindy stream on Monday, but we're gonna get it done. Take care. Thank you. You too. You too. You take care as well, okay? What good would me being well do if my viewers aren't also well and here, you know? But anyways, until then, I wish you all a good weekend. Goodbye. Goodbye. Bye-bye. Bye.